Well, 2020 was a leap year for broadcasting in many ways. I think we jumped ahead in digital adoption 3 to 5 years. And if you look at Ender's analysis numbers, they say that online video grew by nearly 50% and the SVOD services grew by nearly a third. And that shift has persisted. So even though viewing has dropped back to pre-pandemic levels, it's definitely the case that people are watching more digitally. And this has driven huge appetite across broadcasters across Europe in order to really accelerate their addressable efforts, because for every broadcaster now, addressable is a significant portion of their viewing, typically 20+%. TV advertising, which is delivered digitally, tends to be split between live and VOD. And VOD advertising is largely a solved problem, and I think dynamic ad insertion in streaming is also a solved problem. Where we're seeing a lot of exciting developments is on enabling new digital advertising, such as ad replacement on Freeview, for example, which is now technically possible using HbbTV, and it's something we're testing across the ecosystem. And obviously Sky have been doing this for years with AdSmart, so I think what we're going to see is a lot more live advertising inventory as TV platforms become digitally connected, will become enabled. Right now, many broadcasters are testing different forms of programmatic. Most broadcasters are starting with programmatic guaranteed, but there is absolutely going to be a role for open marketplace as well. Certainly there are smaller broadcasters who have lots of unsold inventory, or they don't have the sales teams to support the sales of that inventory. How far can we go? Well, I think if you can imagine in 5 years, half of all TV advertising will be enabled digitally, and maybe half of that could be programmatic, and I think even half of that could be open marketplace. So I would say maybe an eighth of all TV advertising could be delivered by the open market, and a quarter that's delivered digitally. So live sports streaming is a complicated business because it's the last appointment to view TV that we have, and it means that you often get many viewers coming at the same time, and with streaming, every single viewer gets their own unique stream. So there's a real scale challenge for sports broadcasters, and we have our product Dynamic Ad Insertion, which allows broadcasters to take approaches like early ad break notifications in order to smooth the load. But there's also a huge media opportunity here, and I think making that media available both addressably and programmatically will create huge opportunities for these digital-first broadcasters like DAZN, and I think other broadcasters who are also activating their addressable space will gain from these developments.